so that it looks like a computer screen, so that it looks like a calculator problem. That doesn't, this is arithmetic. This, the format, the way it's written, is to be done on a calculator. Once you've done that, then we type exactly what's written. We type 23. Why am I using this button and not that button? The one on the bottom is a negative. And you say the problem out loud. 23, what's the next word? Minus. If you say it out loud, I promise you'll type that button. If you just see it, but you don't say it, some of you will type that button. Your brain works with your eyes and your ears. If you said it out loud, you'll type the right button. And if all you count on is your eyes, you might or might not type the right button. You will have a hard, you believe what I just told you, but you're going to have a hard time doing it. You're going to have to change the way you do things. You're going to be talking to yourself. Say it out loud. You'll get more right. I promise. Use your whole brain. Minus. You've got to put the parentheses in. You write what the problem says, and then you type what you wrote down. 8 plus 2 divided by 9 and the parentheses. I've typed what's written. There's no equal button, there's an enter button. It gives me the decimal. So it is 14 and this fraction. 14 and the decimal. I know the answer is 14 and something. This number, I'm going to use an expression that you used before. That is a mixed decimal. I've never used that word before. It's mixed. It's got a whole number part. It's got a decimal part. A mixed decimal. I want to write it as a mixed fraction. It's 14 and then the fraction. Here's what you have to do. And I'm going to do it a right way, and I'm going to do it a wrong way. I'm going to subtract the 14. Now I've got just the decimal part, just the fraction part. Then I use the magic buttons, the math, enter button, and it changes it to 7/9. Craig, is that the answer you've had?
Yes.
It's the right answer as a mixed number. Again, I don't know.
Unfortunately, I couldn't.
And again,
see what the
when you go back to work to get you 100%, make sure you read the words. And I'm guessing that might have been the issue. Okay? Just let me finish this and I'll answer your question. So you make sure you type the answer the way it asked for it. You type the answer the way it asked for it into your computer. Okay? I want to do this problem in a wrong way. And I want to see if something else happens. Instead of subtracting the 14, how many sevens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there 9 sevens? Did I count that right? Did I count it right? If I type 9 sevens and then the 9, it looks like the same thing that's above it. Then I hit math, enter.
It's an 8.
Please notice, it won't even change it to a fraction. You can't just type you have to do it as the subtraction, because the decimal has rounded off a little bit. Question, please.
Well, there's 7.
Was it just 7 of them? It still wouldn't have worked. Okay? You have to do it as a subtraction, not retyping. Question.
So why is the 8 being added to the 2 9?
It's not being added. Why did it change the 7 to an 8? One of the things, because I talked too much on Tuesday, I never got around to explaining rounding off. Okay? Let's talk about rounding off for a minute. Say that again?
That 7 could have gone forever.
In the
However,
computer, the 7 goes on, 7, 7, 7, and why it changed it to an 8 to a 9, it rounded it off differently. But the 7s go on forever. The 7s go on forever. Rounding off. I don't want you to write a number forever. The calculator has a limit how many numbers it can show, and it'll round off. Anytime you have a decimal, the one everybody remembers, 0.333 and 1/3, 0.333, and sometimes it's written with dots. Rounding it off. Sometimes it's written with a line above it. It depends. Depends on what textbook you used, who your teacher was when you first learned it. But to round off means, let's get it to an end. And let's make sure we all get the same answer. Some elementary school math. And if I'm insulting you, get over it. Okay? Some words you need to know. First decimal place, second decimal place, third decimal place, also called tenths, hundredths, thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths. That's some math you need to know. If I tell you round a number off to 3 decimal places, round it off to thousandths, 3 decimal places. The way that I'm going to do that, I want 3 decimal places. So I look at the number that's after that. I want 1, 2, 3 decimal places. This is the number I've got to look at. If this number is 5 or bigger, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. If it's 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, I got to make that a 4. If it's smaller than 5, then I leave it as a 3. I round it off. Believe it or not, your calculator will be a 4. Your calculator will round off. I suggest that you learn how to do this with paper and pencil. But I'll show you that your calculator will do it. Let's clear everything I got here. Let's type in the decimal. And I want to round it off to 3 decimal places, 2 thousandths. This math button is handy as it can be. Handy. I don't just want math, I want numbers. So I'm going to use and get numbers. Do you see what I just did? Do you see I scrolled to the right? Does that make sense what I did? Do you see that? So instead of math being highlighted, I scrolled and numbers being highlighted. Numbers being highlighted. What's number 2 say?
Round.
How am I going to get to number 2? Scroll down. Scroll down to number 2. Everybody understand? You've all lived with computers. What I just did, scrolling right, scrolling up, scrolling down, makes sense. So I want to scroll down. Now what I wanna do, now I wanna hit enter. I wanna round to, I wanna bash. See, it started with parentheses, I'll end the parentheses. I've made a mistake somewhere. I apologize, I need to go back and clear this and do it again. Math, scroll to the right number, scroll down around. Hit enter. Now, I got it in the right spot. I need to round point